I was recently talking about the new deal between China, the United States, not China, the United States, Australia, and the UK to get Australia nuclear submarines. Now, this is tangentially related. Now, some of you might not know who this is, but this is Pauline Hanson. Pauline Hanson is known as an extremely far-right figure in Australia, who's most well known for being extremely Islamophobic. Now, do we have the burqa speech?
Lives.
Oh, what on earth? Senator Hanson.
I'm quite happy to remove this because this is not what should belong in this parliament.
Now, the thing is, right? Have burqas been used as a tool of oppression? Of course, right? People, if you're forced to wear anything, it'd be a tool of oppression. But what she's doing is the exact opposite end of the spectrum. She wants to ban them, which is, does she not see, like, this is anti-freedom, so let's ban. Okay, got it, cool.
In light of what is happening with national security, there has been 13 foiled national threats against us with terrorism, 3 that have been successful, and Australians have lost their lives.
Now, she wants to ban it because she thinks it's a terror threat, as in you can't identify somebody under a burqa or something like that. As far as I know, I don't think Australia has ever faced that threat or that from happening. And if police need to identify somebody, they will make you remove the burqa, okay? So I don't see how this would be a problem.
Terrorism is a true threat to our country. Many Australians are very much in fear of it.
Order.
What I would like to ask on behalf of the Australian people, considering there has been a large majority of Australians wish to see the banning of the burqa.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senator Hanson, no, we will not be banning the burqa. Now, Senator Hanson, I am not going to pretend to ignore the stunt that you have tried to pull today by arriving in the chamber dressed in a burqa, when we all know that you are not an adherent of the Islamic faith.
By the way, I would say if you're gonna ban the burqa, you gotta ban the shit that nuns wear. You gotta ban this universally across all religions. Any of this, okay? Hey, we also need to ban Halloween costumes because you might not be able to identify someone. Please, this stuff, it's ridiculous. It's just a ridiculous justification for Islamophobia.
And I would caution you and counsel you, Senator Hanson, with respect, to be very, very careful.
You know what? Yeah, ban all clothes. I agree.
Of the offence you may do to the religious sensibilities of other Australians.
Ban wedding dresses? True. It has a veil. Okay, anyway, that's not super important, but I just wanted to give you some context of the type of character we're dealing with. Anyway, since nuclear submarines are back on the news, I want to bring up a classic moment from about 4 years ago, where Pauline Hanson had the opportunity to speak to a military official about military policy, and she started to ask them about submarines and just made a complete fool of herself. I don't cover Australian politics often, so I wanted to throw a little bone over to some Australian fans. Let's look at this video.
Pump jets or pump jets into a
Let's
sub.
start from the beginning.
Pump jets or pump jets into a sub. Now, is it true that pump jet submarines can only stay underwater for 20 minutes?
Can I just say, on its face, that's a stupid question, right? And literally knowing basically nothing about submarines, you should know that's a stupid question. And the reason why would be, why would any government on the planet make a submarine that can only stay submerged for 20 minutes? It defeats the whole purpose of a submarine. Anyway. Let's listen to it again.
Is it true that pump jet submarines can only stay underwater for 20 minutes?
No, Senator. I do not know what you're referring to about pump jet submarines remaining underwater for 20 minutes. Can I just be clear again? A pump jet is a form of propeller. It has no bearing on how deep a submarine can go, how long it can stay underwater. They are matters that pertain to the platform design of the submarine.
What about a diesel sump? So we are going
We are going to buy
so
diesel-electric
the
submarines, and I can assure you, Senator, they're going to stay underwater for much longer than 20 minutes. We have
3 days for 3 days. What's the period of time?
I'm not going to reveal what our requirements are for submerged endurance. That is classified. But
I don't think it's classified because actually this is...
Okay, I'm sorry. But okay, so number one, she goes for it. She gets shot down, okay? She tried to go in there with a word she just learned. She has no clue what a pump jet is. She's now just throwing diesel. She's throwing anything at the wall. He's like, no, we don't make submarines that only last 20 minutes. By the way, that doesn't even have to do with what you're talking about. That has to do with a propellant. And she just keeps going. And then she's like, well, then how long does it last? And it's like, well, Polly, we can't just give you just state secrets like that. That's classified. Well, I mean, come on. Is it classified for old Pauline Hanson? Come on. Just look, write it on a piece of paper, pass it over, okay? We'll do it like it's grade school. You'll pass it over to the person in front of you and keep going it up here, you know? Maybe crunch it up into a ball, throw it at me, you know? We'll play telephone with how long it is, okay? Like, no, it's not classified. Like, what? Can she just determine it's no longer? Ah, man. What a psycho.
That is classified. But
I don't think it's classified because actually
Senator
this is...
Hanson, you don't get to make the call on what's classified and unclassified in this conversation.
So you can't...
Rear Admiral?
So you can't disclose which is knowledge of how long a diesel can stay underwater compared to what a nuclear sub can stay underwater.
a diesel-electric submarine can stay underwater depending on the way it's designed. So that refers to matters about the size of the battery, the manner in which the hotel load, which is the power that is consumed by the submarine when it's operating, is used, and so forth. There are a number of factors that go.
Like, just for comparison, this would be like if I walked up to someone and I said, I heard that electric cars can only go for 20 minutes. Well, no, that's not true, and it depends on the electric car how long it is, right? Like, it's so ridiculous.
Go into the period of time that a diesel-electric submarine can remain submerged, Senator.
This Barracuda, actually there is still one
I wonder if she knows that there's a fish and a separate thing besides that, and I wonder which one she's referring to.
on the slipways in France that hasn't even been tested, and we're actually basing a design on that has not been tested. Do you believe that is in our interests?
We have selected Naval
Yeah, she's actually referring to the song Barracuda. Yes. Yeah.
Group as competent designers of diesel-electric submarines and indeed ocean-going submarines. We made that assessment on the basis of the competitive evaluation process, which I've endeavoured to explain was a very thorough process. We have no reason to believe that France is not capable of designing a submarine to meet our requirements.
Okay. Anyway, she is an interesting individual, to say the least. Now, I want to give you guys a state secret, actually. I actually know the answer to this guy's question. I know it. I have acquired the classified information, okay? Okay, I have acquired it. It's right in here, in this piece of paper. Okay, give me a second here. Wow. Oh, guys. I have it. So, it seems, actually, that this new classified submarine can actually stay underwater forever. That's amazing. Whether the crew survives, though, is a separate story. Sadly. That's a separate equation. But it can technically stay underwater forever. And that is technically correct, which is the best type of correct. In fact, I know many German submarines that have been actively participating in staying underwater forever. And they've been doing it since the 30s and 40s. Okay. Hell, some as far back as the 1910s. Okay. That's enough of this story. I just thought it was a funny little meme.